Hi everyone, this is Cody Smith. Welcome to my channel, Cody Smith Peer Support with Christ. Now I want to give you the definition of a handicap. A handicap is a disadvantage for a given individual that limits or prevents the fulfillment of a role that is, they say, normal as traditionally used. Impairment refers to a problem with the structure or organ of the body. Disability is a functional limitation with regard to a particular activity, and handicap refers to a disadvantage in fulfilling a role in life relative to a peer group, which means, like, because of my disability, you know, I only have primary use of my left arm, which is a handicap because traditionally daily activities are done with two hands, not just one, so that would be considered a handicap in my situation. And that is why I'm giving you all these definitions so that you know the true medical definitions behind all this. And all this comes from the Emory University School of Medicine. And I want everyone to know the true medical definitions behind all of this so that you know the truth and what those of us with disabilities have gone through. Because this is showing that, whether it be mental, physical, emotional, cognitive, developmental, we're all being handicapped in some way due to impairments, such as my severe bleeding of the brain and the motor cortex, which primarily affected the right side of my body due to the bleeding being primarily on the left side of the brain because each side of the brain controls the opposite side of the body, which that's the impairment that led to the disability that led to the handicap of me having a weak right side. Therefore, my left hand does most all my work, and my left leg bears most of my body weight when I try to walk because it's the stronger side. And that is what I'm trying to get at. But regardless of that, I can still do the activities of daily living. I just have to factor these things in to my decision making and choices so that everyone knows what I'm going through and I can make my own decisions. And I can figure out, okay, based on these things, how do I need to change my tactics and methods so that I can do this by myself, or if not completely by myself, with as little human assistance as possible, and what sort of technology do I need in order to allow me to do that, which will take time and trial and error. It may take some time to search out and find, you know, the best possible equipment at the most affordable price and things like that. And that's why I talk about having a student assistant in school because she would act as my hands and write down what I would tell her, where I would mentally do the work, but she would just physically put it on paper because she would write faster. And why I talk about, in day to day life activities such as shaving, I mentally know how to shave, but my hands are so unsteady that holding a razor blade to my face could be very dangerous. That is why my dad does that for me, since he does not have a disability and is stronger and has steadier hands than I do. Plus, he can look me directly in the eye and see my entire face and be able to shave my face without risking cutting me too badly. Occasionally, I do get nicks just like everyone else, like on my lip and stuff, if there's like acne underneath the facial hair, but still, it's not as bad as it would be if I tried to do it myself. So that's why I do those things. In other cases, I've looked for technology for my own use, such as having an adaptive bike when I was a kid, where I could strap my feet into the pedals and have a strap around my torso to hold me upright as I pedaled the bike so I don't risk falling and different things like that. And these are the kinds of things that I went through in my life. So I just want everyone to know the truth as much as possible and know that just because we have to change our tactics due to these extra circumstances does not make us any less valuable or any less human than anybody else, because we still have the same basic internal human characteristics and desires. It's just how we go about fulfilling those, especially on our own, and living our daily lives on our own is the way that we are different, which doesn't make us different, it just makes our methods different. And that's it. And that's what I'm trying to stress to everyone. And again, please feel free to leave questions, comments, and anything else, which I will happily make videos about if you would like me to, in order to go further into detail. And I thank everyone for watching. Have a great day. Please like, share, subscribe, and join the conversation with comments and questions. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.